It is with huge excitement that I welcome you once again from the Dream Garage. Now, let's backtrack. This project was started during the lockdown and I was so excited, so motivated. It was an absolute dream of mine to be able to have a blank canvas and kit the garage out to be a perfect workshop. I want it so organised, so tidy. My dream was to have it like an operation theatre, just everything everywhere, nice and clean, and the bikes all dialed. However, this soon got interrupted because as the lockdown lifted, we got busier, the garage was still in operation, I've got a lot of bikes, a lot of equipment, and we were still out filming videos, and it just made it difficult to film and document the build and the conversion exactly how I imagined it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I wanted to make sure I got the full story across to you in the best way possible, with the best filming and the best workmanship. And unfortunately, it was a little bit too much work for just the two of us. It's only me and Cara that do the filming, editing, and all the work in here. So it became a bit of a mess. However, I recently ruptured my spleen, as I'm sure most of you are aware, and I can't ride for 3 months. So I figured this is the absolute perfect time to get back in here, put my full attention, because I don't have so much to do right now. So I can put a load of attention and detail back into this project, make more episodes than I planned, and just share this build with you because it was an absolute dream project. You guys liked it, I had so much fun, and I was absolutely gutted that it got shut down. Quite a lot of you were commenting on there saying about when is it going to restart, when are you going to do it again, what's happened to the garage. Obviously we moved as well, so that's what happened. It's still here and it's about to get going again. This is going to be a bit of a catch-up episode because we actually got halfway through filming episode 2 about 6 months ago, and quite a lot's changed from the first episode. So in this one, we're just going to walk around, check out what's changed, and maybe do a bit of brainstorming for what happens next. And that's where you guys can get involved in the comments and tell me exactly what you think I should do, because I've got a lot of ideas, but it's also really beneficial to hear your ideas because you guys have some great ideas too. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff down this end of the garage, and we actually just tidied this up. There was a ramp in here we've spent this afternoon taking down. So actually about 2 hours ago, you couldn't even get in here. So there's no way we could film the Dream Garage project. But I think we should just start where we left off and go through everything. Before we dive into all things garagey and Dream Workshop-y, it's a quick reminder for you guys that in my previous video, I released my first line of merchandise, and it's available for 5 more days until the 24th of August. So only a limited time. It might be quite some time until we release more, and there's only limited stock. So make sure that you click the link in the description, head over to the Just Send store and order up your merch. They're available in 4 different colours. You guys know exactly what to do. Let's get on with the garage. In the last episode, we decorated, we plasterboarded, we done loads, there's so much. So I will put the link to that one here. If you haven't checked that out, definitely watch it because it was crazy how much we transformed this garage. It looked so different before, but the final stage, this unit had just been built and there was a load of tools and things to unbox and put away, which have been away for quite a while now. And I'm just going to sort of walk you through it. So we've got the worktop, perfect space, fixing the bikes. Unfortunately, I did make a bit of an error, a big boo-boo. I bought these face-mounted sockets, which the plan was to fit them on this backboard here. So I cut the hole, it fitted perfect, but they just didn't tighten properly and it wasn't that good. So unfortunately, I'm left with a gaping hole in there, but I did find this block on Amazon and I just need to like find something to lift it up, and then that's covered up. This side is face-mounted, and we've got a Red Bull fridge. I could tell you a little story. So when we were filming the high bike edit, I randomly bumped into the marketing guy for Red Bull, and he come over and we was chatting. We knew each other a little bit, and he was just like, oh, if you want a fridge, I'll sort out a fridge and a load of drinks. So I was like, that would go perfect in the Dream Garage. So here it is. It's a bit empty at the moment. My brother keeps raiding them, but that's a nice little addition, which was unplanned. Anyway, back to tools. So Allen key set, this is all from Sealy, they supplied that, really cool. We've got the muck off bottle with the cable ties, so never going to run out because you can actually fix anything in the world with a cable tie. Muck off collection, this is just like the workshop stuff. We've got a load more in the drawer over there. Let's have a look in this top drawer. Not very organised at the moment, but we've got GoPro mounts, and it doesn't really matter what's in here because it will be tidied, but it's more just about the fact that I have loads of storage because I have a lot of stuff. It might not be perfect now, but we're working towards that. Let's look at more tools. Mark off microfiber cloths, disc covers. Nothing's permanently away yet. So we've got some tools, screwdriver sets, pretty much every size you'd ever need. That's all from Sealy. And then here we've got a few bike specific tools. The oldest, look at that. That's a chain whip that Dad made. And it's the most heavy duty industrialized one I've ever seen in my life. But we might be able to upgrade some of them. That could be another episode maybe. This is where the organisation side kicks in for me. So I've got these dividers and I've put all the little parts away. So if you ever need anything, it's just there to hand. We've got spare grips, we've got pads, we've got this and that. So this is like the bike drawer. Spanners, these are really cool. Again, from Sealy, they supplied it with a unit, ratchet spanners, so really nice set. The only thing I need to look at getting is, I've seen the foam that you can get and cut, because obviously where you open and close it, things roll around. More tools from Sealy, all different cutters and things that you would need. Again, that would be really good if it had the foam in it. Here we go, this is my big screw box. Not really bike related, but just handy, and once again, super organised and easy to use. This is probably the most organised, cleanest part of the garage, to be honest with you. Right, favourite bit, the muck off shelf. Box of every cleaning product you'll ever need. There's more in there, all the brushes, pressure washer, exactly how I wanted it, because the bike wash station is located just outside the garage. Over here is actually one of my favourite features that I've added since the last video, and it's actually a helmet and gear tidy for motorcycles. But as you can see, it's perfect because my helmets are out of the way. They're not going to get damaged, which I especially don't want these to get damaged because they're custom painted. So I know they're nice and safe. You've got space here for gloves. I've got goggles there, and my merch, riding coats, jerseys are all hanging up underneath. So that's perfect. There's an old ghetto shoe rack down here. I hate that thing. So we're going to do like a fancy, I'm going to make one and do like a bespoke handmade thing here in the future, which I'm excited to reveal. That brings us nicely down to this side of the garage, and this shelf, I bought this because there's plenty of storage, but I just want to make sure that I've got enough. The stock of bike parts have been quite far and few between this year, and the garage was already full, so I just figured when things are back to normal, there's going to be even more stuff, and you can never really have too much storage in my opinion. So this comes in pretty handy. Once again, it's pretty unorganised, but Sealy supplied me with this compressor, which is sick. It's massive, super powerful, and it's got a retractable cable which is screwed onto the wall there. That's just screwed into the plastic, and I can pull this out, use it over here, and then wraps itself back up, and you just simply clip it on there. So yeah, that's awesome. That's probably one of my favourite features. That's all I've really done since the last episode. And that brings us quite nicely on to where do we go with this next and what happens. So I've got some quite good ideas. A lot of you mentioned in the previous one about the garage door, and I actually don't have any plans to replace it. But as you can see, I've got quite a lot of bikes here which need storing, and I want them stored in a way that if I want that one at the bottom, I don't have to move 10 others out of the way, because it just wastes time and it's pretty annoying. So I'm not going to tell you my idea, but comment some ideas below of what you would do in this corner to maximise the space. Wheels, there's lots of wheels. We've got loads of these laying around, and again, you could build like a rack up here or something that they all go on, and they're all stored nicely and all super organised. The original plan for this project was to do 4 episodes, but seeing as I'm injured and super excited and motivated to do it once again, I think I'm going to do it over slightly more, especially as it's quite a good fun content to do now, and it's a project and something for you guys to follow whilst I'm injured. And I'm actually going to try and be less particular so I actually get things done, because like I say, I tried to do it all too good and fancy last time and hit a bit of a, we just stalled, we didn't get very far. So like I say, leave your ideas for this garage. What would you do right now if this was yours? What would you add? What would you take away? What would you change? What should I do? What would you like to see in here? Let me know. I can then act upon it. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this one. I certainly have. I'm stoked to be back in here. Leave some comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.